So for today, you have an activity that's called Vocabulary Quiz from A Bad Case of Stripes. And your vocabulary words are here in this box that we've been studying this week: fret, distraction, vanish, contagious, and relieved. And the last one is ointment. So the directions say use each word once to complete the sentence. Number one, when you watch a puddle on the ground for a long time, the puddle seems to blank into thin air. If you're not sure which word fits, sometimes a good strategy is to plug in the words and see if they make sense. When you watch a puddle on the ground for a long time, the puddle seems to fret into thin air. And so hopefully you still have your vocabulary list that has all the vocabulary words and the definitions. That'll help as well. So then try the next one, distraction. When you watch a puddle on the ground for a long time, the puddle seems to distraction into thin air. Next word is vanish. When you watch a puddle on the ground for a long time, the puddle seems to vanish into thin air. So, what it's saying here is a puddle that's on the ground, if it stops raining, eventually the sun will come out or the heat in the air will dry the puddle up and then it will seem to vanish. It will no longer be a puddle. So, I think vanish is the right word for that sentence. So go on, continue reading the rest of the sentences, plugging in each word to determine which word makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and read these to you. Number 2 says, my Nana says not to blank because everything will work out in the end. So if we try fret, seems like that is a synonym for worry and it means the same thing. My Nana says not to fret because everything will work out in the end. So hopefully you picked that one. That's the correct one. So number 3 says Jack, the pencil tapping is quite a fret. I think fret fits in number 2, but look at the second word there, distraction. Jack, the pencil tapping is quite a distraction to your classmates, said the teacher. So that's something that takes away your attention and causes you not to focus on what you should be. And tapping a pencil can be a distraction. Okay, so if you're doing this on your paper and marking your paper, you could circle the words you've already used. We already found a place for vanish for number 1. We placed fret on number 2, and then distraction for number 3. So that leaves us with contagious, relieved, and ointment. After my family went camping, I had to go to the doctor to get an something that would make the rash go away. We have a huge clue here, the word "an." "An" comes before words that start with a vowel. So when we look up here, first of all, we've used these 3. We have contagious, relieved, ointment. Ointment is the one that starts with a vowel. So you always use "an" before words that start with a vowel. After my family went camping, I had to go to the doctor to get an ointment that would make the rash go away. Okay. Number 5. The doctor comforted the family and let them know that the sickness is not blank at all. Number 6. Jonah's mom was blank when Jonah caught the ball for the win and the team moved on to the finals.